side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I'm in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you...
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow, go on, 80! And here we go, watch the pass.
First carry for Darius Geis. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Geis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Stafford. A screen to Bell. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. On 2nd down, it's Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first carry down for Rob Kelly. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Bowls him over. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 31-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Complete to Kelly. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They start on the ground with Geis. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Higgins. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a big run that time by Bell. 51 yards on the ground. This is Bell, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And finding the tight end Hooper. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run it with Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Now Bell. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No side of the field goal unit. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. They'll run on first down. Kellen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
They'll go again with Bell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, 43.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Third down, here's Geis. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
From the 39, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket, all the receivers.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Here's Tressway now. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick your game up. Back.
Bell. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Jacksonville.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Kelly. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. Room here to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes right side. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here.
6 man. Check curls, check curls. Hey, Ridley. Switch.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Lorenzo Carter. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
It's just me and you. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They snap it to Stafford. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Cooper was the target there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Yellow. There's a blue lady. Here we go.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down, Stafford. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He's got this to his running back, Rob Kelly. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
It's complete. It's Miller. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.